Today I have gone for a prayer to obtain my second child as a boy in our long awaited to be worshipped. So we do not take any importance of our apokpa, pakhangba, even though it is been just for namesake. We have to sit and have to talk, keeping the elders out of the talk and the youth which are also helping in the apokpa, even though apokpi. From my mother's side. So as the prayers goes on, nothing of no one from the youth was listening to the Maibi or Maiba, as if they have known everything. But as I know today, that even though apokpa and even though apokpi nomai thêm surname and all the youth miss out the Maibi Lai Phao. I mean, the Maibi was controlled by Ibdo and Ibendo, and Ibendo speak through the Maibi, through the mic, and through the Maibi, and all the Maibi, all the words from the Maibi was heard by me from a corner. Seriously. But it is all a mixture of Hindu and Meitei. You may ask me a proof. Yes, I will prove it. The item Ibudo, whose blessings are on me because I know something. As my grandfather was a Maiba who knows both Meitei Lairon and Hindu Lairon. He was also tried to gain the blessing of Kali Mata. And on a night, my grandfather and his 5 disciples to help him while the praying of Kali Mata. Throughout the worship of Kali Mata, at the end, Kali Mata came out. Then the 5 disciples ran out of the place and hide and see what is doing by my grandfather, because they want to get the Kali Mata as well. So my grandfather was unconscious because he have to control the divine power of Kali Mata, and during that unconsciousness he was hearing a mantra from Kali Mata. Throughout this, when the mantra was able to exercise by my grandfather, the Kali Mata give the blessings and gone off. My grandfather cannot own the Kali Mata, but he can the mantra which is more powerful than what he was learned throughout his Maiva training. Here I am using Manipuri because the meaning of Maiva in those days was who he get the illness from God, or he also know the biological mixtures of plants and other things mixed with and given to a patient. He also knows some Ayurveda, and today I would like to praise my grandfather because I have been gone to the Apopa and Apopi from my mother's side. I am Lystrom as a surname, and my mother was from Nomaithem surname, and thus as the mantra is fully memorized by my grandfather. My grandfather has the power to call someone. He called his friend, not the other disciples, not the other 5 disciples, but a new disciples. My grandfather has many disciples from all over the Manipur. He is famous in those days, and he is a co-founder of both Gokul High School and CI College, co-founder of CI College and co-founder of Gokul Higher Secondary School. No, Gokul High School. As this is happening, my grandfather called one of his disciples in his unconscious state it was during the night time. My father tell all the story. It is during night time, and the person that my grandfather called came in a hurry because he was in a state that he is frightened that my grandfather might be dead. Yes, it is true. If my grandfather was gone unconscious for a long time, then he will die. So the other disciple came very soon, and he has also the disciple has also the technique to call the grandfather who is unconscious with the mantra given by my grandfather. So the other people do not know how to bring Kali Mata out by praying her, and my father know how to bring Kali Mata. From everywhere. So he do not use this Devi Kali Mata because it is very hard to control her divine power. But the mantra that my grandfather realized, memorized, and studied give him a great opportunity in his life. He has been in member of Panchayat and as a Upa Pradhan, and everything he was doing was loved by every people because he is with that blessings of Kali Mata. Yes, and he was also become famous because in some place in Manipur, the place in Manipur was not exactly known by me, but it is far from my house. During that time, so during that time, my grandfather was my grandfather was going here and there to cure people who are suffering from demigods who are bad to human beings, and everything he have done is successful. I have also told a story that my grandfather cured many depressed people how he cured is very simple. He did not know anything how to cure that depressed person, but if the depressed person is due to God, demigod especially, then he can cure. But if it is not by any demigod, then he went to psychiatric doctor and tell all about the symptoms of the depressed person he kept in our house. And the doctor, psychiatric doctor, gave medicine, and by giving the medicine to the depressed person, he can cure it. So he used it all he can. Who came to him, he used his intelligence to cure people, and he used his awareness of God's, and he is very famous because he went to a place from far from our house, Nacho, to Iril Turen, far from Iril Turen also, and from both the houses, both of the houses, on one side of the house, the patient who is suffering is curing by 5 maiva or 6 maiva, and from the other side they got any such maiva that can face the 6 maivas. And now some people came to my grandfather's house, to our house, and they told everything about the situation, and thus he went by getting blessings from an elder, and he went with one of his disciples, and the disciple went with my grandfather is also having some qualification and he have to go with my grandfather. And as soon as my grandfather reads and put the books of mantras and yogas mantras and tantras. A letter was just dropped by the god they have on, and in it is said that O nasogi Yahova maiba nang hanjoho natragadi nang pattaba marakta thadani na has said to my grandfather. My grandfather then told them he has the power that when he speak, it goes to the ear of the five Maibas simultaneously. Say, I'm saying these things. When it is live, you will hear what I am saying. Likewise, my grandfather only say the word they like, because my grandfather doesn't want to go further, because as it go further, the situation may be very dangerous. So my grandfather was ready to negotiate, but none of them were denying my grandfather. So my grandfather has to show or do all such kind of things to bring back the person who is in unconscious mind. So during that time, my father did not got any demigod. My father did not got any demigod. So he used his words, and people here, even in 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer or just like this mobile phone and tablet and computer we are using now, and the other six Maivas have their demigods, so they started doing things improperly. Say for example, they started burning four corners of the house, and my grandfather just had to do something and pray or do mantra jantra and removed the demigod from the surrounding of the house he is staying. Not only this, many things were done. So my grandfather tried to catch the demigod. So he planted a net at some place where nobody knows except him. So by my grandfather's luck, the demigod was caught. Once the demigod was caught, the other 6 Maivas were in the hands of my grandfather. Why? Because if the demigod is free by my grandfather, we cannot kill demigods. We have to free demigods from us. So if the demigods that was caught was free from the 6 disciples, the 6 disciples will die simultaneously. So my grandfather said that in this tarpan held by this house, if one of the plate has stone in it, then you will all die, because the Maivas was, or the 6 Maivas of other side was now cannot move. I mean cannot do anything to that house where my grandfather was staying. And a grand feast, a grand tarpan which has to be done every year. But the other 6 Maivas were disturbing these 2. They were using the demigods and keeping the and spraying small stones in all the plates where things are kept for to be eaten by the people around the village. And this was not to be happen this time. So the Maivas, 6 Maivas, was very afraid of my grandfather's approach and do not do anything this time. So my grandfather wake up the person which is controlled by six Maivas, and he was very famous at that village. And from this situations, one by one, my grandfather became famous in practicing Maiva. He, he was such a person that when he entered in everything, say for example, he was a co-founder of our village school, high school, Gokul High School, and a co-founder of CI College, which is now a diamond, which is now a diamond for every people or student who doesn't have money to go to further education. During that time, Infant College is a very famous college, and even teachers from outside are coming to Infant College. And now Infant College is a place for teaching how to do politics, how to get money. During these times, money is so important for everyone. And money is found in every vegetables, bamboo tree, in our back of our house. Money can be found everywhere if we work hard. So people who work hard will get money and become rich, and those people who study hard and get a job also very useful, because he will not do things like going to paddy fields along with his job. So this is some of the stories of my grandfather achievements during his lifetime, and there are more which is not told to me by our parents, because I am one of the person that cannot keep things in my mind. So my grandfather went to mainly hilly regions and some of the Meitei Tampak. So this is some part of the my grandfather's being a Maiva and Gram Panchayat member as a Upa Pradhan. Pradhan is a title in his name during his life, and he is a Panch too. Panch. He is a Panch, and he used to. That was a family court. Family court, and he just like a court. He have to find justice and ask fine for that, and the resolution that has passed by my grandfather's signature is cannot be dismissed by a high court. Such a situation, such a dignity, and he was famous during his lifetime, but at the end he was died due to chain smoking and all the lungs became both the lungs became cancer center, and we have to go to Guwahati and to treat him. The doctors was not able to treat him and just came back, and after some time my grandfather died, and he is in my mind, and though and even though I prayed today is a mixture of Hindu and Meitei and Mayang, because the surnames head who have to cook the food for the god was wearing lukun and tulsi mala, and at first I was taken aback and asked to him, "Who are you?" And he told everything, that he is the son of Nomaithem Charnem's Ibro. That means his family will cook the food for Ibudo and Ivenda. And this is all part of Meitei and Hindu both together. And our great grandfather had to be remembered during this day. We cannot remember our great grandfather because of stopping praying for a long time. It is no use, because in the Lyron, even though who have firstly born through Nongda Lyren Pakhangba Ibudo, and even though which have a name but I forgot. Nomaithem Pokpa Ibudo, even though first child was a boy, and then Ibudo Shanamahi, who has the power to erect 7 even though again, because all the knowledge of Atinga Guru Sidaba, or the first was the first species made by Atya Guru Shidaba, who is the controller of our universes. The first Mitam means the first who produce living being is Atinga Guru Sidaba. That is Maitai Ngamu. We have not found Maitai Ngamu. It is very rare and it must be used to pray. While praying the God, even though and even though, because there is a system called Usin Sinba. So for all the Salai, if the Maiva and Maivi is concerned about this, that Atinga Guru Sidava, the first species that was made by Atya Guru Sidava. Atinga means when we put the Maitai Ngamu in front of Ibudau Sanamahi, if the house has Ibudau Sanamahi, then the Atinga Guru Sidava was kept, and have to pray that Atinga Guru Sidava Ibudau I have put in front of Ibudau Sanamahi, the first son of Atya Guru Sidava, not to move. This is from Ibudau Sanamahi words. Then the Maitai Ngamu will not move. And if the house doesn't have a place for Ibudau Sanamahi, then the Atinga means straight will the Maitai Ngamu will be very straight and will not move. Then we can consider that in that house Ibudau Sanamahi is living. So from this, the family of the house must put all the worried things and happenings by telling the Tinga Guru Sidaba, and lastly we must say that it is from the words of Ibudau Sanamahi, because as I said earlier, as I said before, it seems that Ibudau Sanamahi is not worshipping idol worship is prohibited for Ibudau Sanamahi, because Ibudau Sanamahi is in the soul of everybody. He is air, he is everything on the earth, because from air if from air everything is surviving on earth, and there are planets who doesn't have air like our Mother Earth. They have air. Jupiter has a big cyclone. It is air. And other planets cannot be fit for living human beings. It is not suitable for human beings as well. So some people are trying to stay on Mars, but their theory is very much important. It can be, but the theory is very nice. It can be, but living in Prithvi Mata is all the same, because we have everything here, but the foolishness of the overpopulated people, not other animals or trees or any plant or any animals or any tree doesn't harm the nature. It is we, the human being, harm the mother nature. And we have to think for our purity of soil, water, because fire is hard to fire look fire has also important part in the survival of human being. And all of this is here in all of this is here in Mother Earth. If trillions and millions are using for mission to Mars, mission to Moon, if it is used in purification of water, soil, atmosphere, we are killing by ourselves. I mean, by ourselves includes all the people in the world. We must keep the water pure, soil pure, atmosphere pure. Then we human beings will sense into pure mind and calm mind. Now there is no other calm mind in every houses I look. But on those time when rishis and every teachers in those times they are living for hundreds, 200s, even Chiranjeevi who cannot die are said to be still living in Hindu Sanatana Dharma. Because they understand the art properly. air properly, soil properly. In some story, in Ramayana, Agni Deva cannot burn Mata Sita because Mata Sita is a sati. Who doesn't say any bad words to other, who stand for truth and dharma. She only tell truth. She only see his husband, not other people. His husband feet is his resting place. She doesn't think of any other human beings except Ramachandra. A sati has to go through many hardships, even though Mata Sita is very pure, the Rama Purushottam, he is also a human being which is a avatar of Vishnu Dev as human. He have no inner power except Dibya Astra, Dibya Bhan, Dibya Bow. No other knowledge of mantra, jantra like God have. So Rishi Muni at that time has those knowledge. Rishi Muni cannot kill humans. They use kings to kill humans. Humans who are corrupted and became demon, and those Brahman who die doing adharma in all his life, he will become Rakshasya Brahman. Rakshasya Brahman is very
very
powerful. So now people are disturbing the ecosystem and the habitat of animals and plants. So we have to worship our Ibudo Sanamahi and his mother Ivendo. Sidabi. Ibudo Sanamahi has all the power of Atya Guru Sidaba. He is living in every corner of the houses and he is guarding the house. So it is by nature no peace is in a house. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you. I have been staying in the same place for 1 and some minutes today, speaking unhearable, speaking unhearable. People will not hear my English, but I am practicing my English and I doesn't take any care in my loading these things in the YouTube. People will get bored of my English, I know that too.